What's up everybody, welcome back to Studio Reef. This is a new segment I'm doing called Building My Own Reef Controller. Now you might ask yourself, why do I want to build a Reef controller? Well, the thing is, I live in Northern Europe, and over here we have special sockets in the wall. We have 230 volts. The Reef controllers that we can get our hands on are very expensive, or we could go ahead and buy the Reef controllers that are made for European and get a bunch of converters and put that on there, and it would just end up looking like shit and being very expensive. So what I did was I asked myself, well, basically what is a Reef controller? And what a Reef controller really is, it's just a PLC. It's a logical controller with a bunch of output relays, and it has some inputs options for sensors, and it can send you an email or text you if something goes wrong, if the input goes on and off. So what I did was I asked myself, well, what else do we have that can do this? And the system that's in front of me here is a basic alarm system. So this one is made by Nox. It's a controller made in Switzerland. I really love the logic way of working with it. So this is by far my favorite alarm system to go for the pick of making a Reef controller. It's really dynamic, and basically everything you can think of is pretty easy to make with just logical diagrams. So as for part one here, I'm gonna get the controller up and running. I'm gonna connect the PC to it. I'm gonna connect the 4 relays that I have on the floor in front of me, and those are gonna control the lighting output. So it's gonna be my 3 LED light strips and the T5 that I want to control here, with each having a different time frame if you want. And of course you can overrule it by logging on your phone, tapping on it, and it turns on and off. So that's basically what I'm trying to do today. So let's get this thing sped up a little bit and see how this goes. So here we are with the laptop on my kitchen table. I have moved the setup with the controller and everything up here. As some of you know who've seen my LED builds, I like to get everything sorted on a work table before making the actual installation. So what I want to do is just see a relay working here. So this is the initial setup, having just a small signal cable connected to the plus and the minus on the relay, and that is basically just to control it. So the actual power supply is not on here. I just want to see the relay go click click, that's all. So powering up the controller, the red light on the relay here just indicates that we're in an on position. So it has power, and the relay knows that it's going in an on position. So cross-checking that on my laptop, I have what is called a terminal window, which is the initial window when you connect to the controller, and you can see that it's on there as well. So this is the programming window, guys. As you can see here, I have relay 1 set on the box, the output to the left. And what you can do here is you can set a logical diagram in a menu below it, and pretty much tell it whatever you want to control this output. But in this case we want a timetable to control it. So in order to do that, I made an area called light control 1, and let's see what happens with light control 1 when I take it from on to off. And in this case I make it blink, and as you can see, the relay goes click. So that means we're good. So now for seeing where the power supply should go, I took this piece of equipment to check the connection and see if it fits the on and off switch, which it does, so that's good. So for the first logical diagram, I made a area that goes on, and it follows this time schedule. So what you do is you basically put in what time of day do you want it to go on, what time of day do you want this light strip to go off. So you can, once you're done Monday, you can copy Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, etc. It's very simple and pretty straightforward. So let's have this moved over to the actual installation and let's get things running again. So with the installation out of the way, you can see the red lights there. All 4 relays are showing a signal from the controller. So what I'm doing here is just making the last controlling section for my T5, because I am running the T5 for my cycle right now while the LEDs are on the temporary tank. So as you can see, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, etc. Time was set, and I'm sending this to the central. This is what you gotta do every time you make a change in this program. You have to send it. All the controlling is done from a different application, so that I can do on the fly, but this way I gotta send every change. So the controller reboots up and shows me that now it knows what I've told it the last time. So let's go on and check and see if it works.